Steve Jaros is 30 years old, a right-hander from Bolingbrook, Illinois. 2 championships, 12 regional titles. Neat guy to go along with it.
Well, Jaros has a good record from the #1 position. He's 1-1. The only time he lost was when Danny Wiseman ran over everybody in Erie last year. So I think he'll give Walter Ray all he can handle. Jaros has that medium speed that I think will fit this pair.
Jaros is wearing a wireless microphone, and like Walter Ray, whom you've heard often today.
Simple technique for Walter Ray. His key to his great ability is his arm acceleration. See how he just snaps through it?
Well, 2, 4, 5.
Well, here Walter Ray has a little bit of speed and not enough hook, as he says. 2, 4, 5. It's the first really difficult spare he's had to face all day. Excellent technique. He'll kill the ball. You'll hear it hitting the thumb hole.
All ages, all sizes, come here, and wherever we go, John Petraglia, and watch bowling. Strike of the afternoon for Walter Ray.
Here's kind of a key shot for Jaros. We've seen that everybody struggle with the left-hand lane. He knows what to do on the left, but that means the right is going to be different for him. So he has to make a little different shot here. This is important.
Thank you very much.
Wow. Watch this unusual pin action. Throws an excellent shot, almost leaves the 7-9. These Brunswick 3-pound, 6-ounce pins, no match for that powerful ball that Jaros throws, and he breaks up the 7-9. Tough break. That ball should strike Chris 99 out of 99. That's just really a bad break. That's very unusual. As you look at fiance and mother looking on, rooting for Steve.
Wendy Wilson, fiance, and Helen Jaros is Steve's partner in a pro shop. Fox Lanes in Downers Grove, Illinois. 50-50.
I don't think a shot like that will unnerve a Jaros. He's a good grind-out bowler. I see Jaros with a little extra speed. Leaves the 2-5. We've seen Walter convert it, or a similar spare in the first frame. Let's see Jaros' angle of attack. Not good. Jaros attacks the spare a little bit differently than Walter Ray, and the ball kind of hooks by the 2-pin, and it slides by the 5. Open door for Deadeye.
7-pin for Walter Ray, coming up high. One in the top spot and a wobbly 4 on the right lane. Steve, one of the powerful guys on tour at 6'1" and 175. Beautifully covered. As we go to Bo.
Thank you, Chris. Danny, third place check, not too bad, but you kind of made a tactical error out there in your adjustments, I think.
Yeah, I figured after 4 games of lanes being bowled on, I was going to have to open up a little bit, and wrong move. Should have went more right to left like Walter's doing. That's the correct play today, and I just screwed up. You know, next week's a new week, and we'll just start all over again. That's all I can do.
All right, good attitude and a good lesson from Danny Wiseman. When you have trouble, move right and go a little straighter. Back to you, Chris.
Okay. Steve Jaros gets his second strike, hit coming in the 5th frame. in the championship battle against Walter Ray Williams Jr., who has 1 strike, 3 spares, now shooting in the 5th frame. Very close match. This is for the title and $35,000.
Sound like a pro bowler in the background there. Come on.
Colorful ball is for the spares.
Well, this match is going to come down to the last 5 frames. Walter's fished around. He knows where he's got to go. Jaros has had 5 frames. He only trails by 11 pins, so he knows he's still in the match, and see what happens. It won't be as high scoring as we normally see, but this is match game play.
And Bo, speaking of match play, we're at Rutgers, where the first intercollegiate bowling championship took place. Well, I'll get to that after this.
Well, Walter Ray's reaction, but tell me more about that, partner.
Chuck Pisano, as a collegian Rutgers student, won the first intercollegiate national match play title.
Wow, that's great. I know there's 840-some scholarships for college or financial help as Jaros doubles up and closes the match down to just 1 pin. Jaros making sure his thumb is nice and clean. The most important part of the delivery is clearing the thumb hole earlier than the fingers. There's fiance and mother, proud of Steve. As right now he can take the lead in the match for the first time. 7th frame, trails by 1, can make it 9.
I agree.
All right. Take the spare.
You can see the ball on both players, Walter Ray and Jaros. The ball is kind of hooking out, as we call it. Starts to hook, Hawk starts to hook. You see it straighten out just before it gets to the pins? That is not what they're really looking for. You don't mind the ball straightening out after it gets to the pin deck, but not before it reaches the pins. It's losing power at that point.
All right. Walter Ray, strike up in the 6th, now shooting in the 7th. 3-pin lead.
Walter leads by 3. He can extend that lead to 13, 7th frame. Walter, a little more experience than Jaros. He knows his ball was kind of hooking out. He moved a little to the right with his feet and increased the ball speed and drove it straight back. Such little things as Paige Pennington, his wife, looks on, make the difference.
All right, come on.
Walter thinks he can stuff this one like he did on the right-hand lane, but it doesn't work on that left-hand lane as well because it hooks a pinch more. He breaks the 4-9 split down, spare here. He'll still lead by 12, 2 frames left. Jaros, good all-around bowler, 1 frame at a time. That's what he does best.
And now the big night's coming up. Steve Jaros, seated first. 14-10 in match play. What's he doing now, Bo?
Putting a little like powder on his thumb, make sure he gets out the back side of the ball. You very seldom hang on the front side of your thumb, just on the back. This is the big shot, as you just said, Chris. He'll cut that lead to 2 and still leave himself wide open to win the match in the 10th.
Come on.
Walter Ray Williams, 18 titles. Would you believe this? He's finished second 25 times.
The equilateral triangle of a bowling pin, each pin 12 inches apart in an equilateral triangle. You got a good shot of that. Walter only knocking down 90% of the potential. Right now, Walter Ray Williams Jr. with a spare here would have a 11-pin lead going into the 10th frame. He could strike spare to lock up the match. The best Jaros can do is 205. Walter going at a 206 pace. Okay, here's the shot that Walter Ray wants. This is the one that basically will lock up the tournament. A great player like Walter has what we call a Sunday ball, and this will be it. He'll give it all he's got.
Come on, baby! Yes!
Jaros slides about 2 inches down the seat, partner, as Walter Ray Williams Jr. needs a mark of any type, strike or spare, and he's the champion.
His wife, Paige, nervously watching this champion. He has come within $50,000 of the all-time money earned held by Pete Weber. So Walter Ray, 19th PBA title, 6 World Horseshoe titles.
.216 for Deadeye, the champ.
Paige Pennington, the bride.
Jaros just finishing out. Potential it's 205, will not be enough. Jaros finishing the match. Hope you'll stay with us. We'll be right back with the final money and trophy presentation and final score. Wins his 19th PBA title, 216 to 195, $34,000 for the man, and down to you, Chris.
And here he is. A round of applause for Walter Ray Williams Jr.
Thanks, Chris. Wow, that's great. It's fun to bowl in an arena when you got so many fans cheering for everybody. It's great. What a great crowd.
And of course, Walter, you're a graduate of Cal Poly. Maybe you could come here and get a master's or a PhD.
Well, I think I'm still making a good living bowling, so maybe way off for a couple of years.
I agree. Speaking of a good living, Lee Livingston is our friend and proprietor of Carolier Lanes, where the 42 games were played prior to today's finals. And M-O-N-E-Y, he has it.
All the way with Walter Ray, $34,000 on behalf of Carolier and Brunswick Corporation. Great show, Walter.
Thanks a lot, Lee. I'd like to thank Lee and all the staff, Jack at the Carolier Lanes and Brunswick for helping support the tournament. And Johnny Petraglia is a good friend of mine. It's great. Awesome.
Now, from another great champion, Johnny Petraglia, the tournament's namesake. Johnny, we congratulate you and Lee, and the mic is yours for about 40 seconds or so.
Well, thank you, Chris. Walter, #1 bowler in the world right now. It's only fitting that you get #1 this week. It's tremendous performance, and #1 on Riker Cup team, too. He'll be bowling that in a couple of weeks. Great job, Walter. Just fabulous.
We have to mention the bride, Paige, who was over there rooting for you, and she's still over there. Great support.
Yeah, she's been supporting me for a long time. Unfortunately, the last show at the Showboat, she was not feeling well. She had to watch from our trailer, and she was yelling and screaming, I guess, from there. I think she did some yelling and screaming over there. I'm not sure, but She's been a great support of mine, and I guess married life's not doing me too bad.
What next for you, quickly, Walter Ray? Long Island?
I'm going to take the week off and then go to the Brunswick World Tournament Champions and get ready for that. Take a little bit of R&R for this next week, and hopefully I'll be in great shape next week.
Congratulations. Thanks, John and Lee. So long to you. We'll see you in Long Island next week. Arena Bowling. For Bo, I'm Chris Schenkel. Goodbye. The executive producer of ABC Sports is Jack